Sometimes we get the urge to paint something nice and uncomplicated, and right away we hesitate. What if it slips into kitsch? So we'd rather not even start. How is it for you? Do you let yourself paint a pretty subject now and then, or do you deliberately steer clear of it just to avoid kitsch? So what is kitsch really? Almost everyone will say the same things. Sunrises and sunsets, a beach with palm trees, kittens, deer by a pond, gondolas in Venice, Parisian streets in the rain, poppies in bloom. But it's a little more complicated than that. Whether something is kitsch isn't decided by the subject. A sunset can be painted in a completely unkitschy way. Kitsch comes from how we treat the subject. As a rule, it's kitsch when we borrow a ready-made emotion instead of bringing our own. You can call a painting kitsch when everything in it is equally beautiful, equally sweet, equally important. No hierarchy. Real kitsch is literal, unambiguous, and, so to speak, pretty. In a painting that is kitsch, nothing is left untold. Nothing is merely hinted at. It never makes you wonder what the artist was trying to say. So now the question is, how should a beginning painter work? You want to paint a subject you like, but you're afraid it'll turn out to be kitsch. Does that mean you have to avoid everything that's pretty? Here's how I deal with it. If I like a subject, I paint it. I don't always have something to say to the viewer, but often I just want to show something I find beautiful. And yes, now and then what comes out is a painting that exists only for its own sake. Someone might toss a painting like that into the fireplace, and that's perfectly fine. And so today I painted a subject that probably won't end up on any gallery wall. That's the usual fate of us beginners.